Hello and welcome back to Spriteguard Plays Road Not Taken. We had a really interesting episode last time that I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit more, and a little bit about kind of the relationship between, Charity and how people relate to each other, and kind of what I was talking about with this guy is how he kind of uses his Charity as like this way of kind of putting himself above other people, and he felt like he was really condescending to me and kind of being like, oh, I'm gonna give you this thing, especially when he said, "You're the kind of refugee I like." And that kind of that implication of like, you're one of the good ones, that I have kind of a visceral dislike of that kind of interaction. So let's chat with them. Family is how we get by around here. It's all that matters. Out of curiosity, who did you look up to most when growing up? Your mother or your father? Well, this is a difficult question to answer. It's the sort of thing that I can answer as me, or I could answer as this imaginary character. And I'm not sure that they would give different answers, but I don't really know who this rogue is at all. And I don't really know, what was their life like. And so, I can answer for myself that... Was that sound inside or outside? I'm not even sure. I just heard a very loud noise. And I couldn't even tell if that was from the game or if it was something outside, but I imagine you would have heard it either way. But we'll see in the recording afterward. So I think I'm going to go with Mother. I'm just going to kind of say that that's what our rogue would answer. I see, guess you tried to follow in her footsteps, huh? Well, no. I looked up to her, but I saw my life as being called in a very different direction. This rogue... I'm not like this rogue in that, I don't live this life of hardship. I don't go out and save children, but much like the rogue, I feel like I'm called in a very different direction from kind of what society expects and what my family expects. What would you like to do? Let's share some rice with this person. Naomi cooks up a stew and you add your rice. Your belly is warm and full. And it looks like we are now friends. You try hard. That's worth a lot. It's too easy to settle. You feel energized. You will begin the next mission with plus 10 energy. Alright, let's talk to the rest of them. You were caught in the snowstorm too? My niece is still lost out there. Bah, she should have stuck to fishing. I feel like this game touches on a lot of societal issues that I think a particularly large amount about. And, one of the things that I think a lot about is kind of the way that people talk about trying to find ways of keeping the belief that the world is, in some sense, a just place. And that, that misfortune is always a result of bad choices. Because, of course, fishing is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than gathering berries. It's an incredibly dangerous job. And so it's kind of like, whatever you end up doing, if it leads to misfortune, somebody's going to say you should have done the other thing. Dave seems embarrassed. When you first showed up, I admit that I formed some very strong initial impressions, but you've done so much. I can't take back my gossip, but Dave hands you something in a knotted bag. So he's given us some coin. And let's say goodbye, because it looks like we can't do anything to make you happy right now. We probably need to gather up some more resources, and we may actually need to focus a little bit more on which relationships we build, because we're running out of gifts to give. Good to see you again. I'm collecting coppers to save for my wedding. Alright, we'll give you one. Fleur excitedly tells you that she's going to buy some new emerald shoes the next time the trader comes through. Alright. Build a little bit of relationship with her. I feel like she's the one that we've had the hardest time getting to know. And I feel like the one that I've had the easiest time getting to like is this one in the antler hat, which I quite like. I actually have a really good friend who I just saw yesterday as I'm recording this, who finished knitting recently an antler hat just like that. Well, a little bit more colorful, but very similar pattern. And so it's really cool to see that, and kind of that person, and I can't even tell what gender that person is, but that person is so delighted. I love it. And I feel like that's the person I want to focus most of my energy on. And then I feel like this guy could actually really benefit from a friendship with, you know, someone like me. Looks like a storm is brewing. Alright. So let's get started. And what's this guy saying? Let's see. Timed mode. Rescue all the children in 4 minutes or less. Playing timed mode does not affect your career or lifespan. Maybe later, I don't really feel like doing it right now. I told them not to head into the woods, now they are all doomed. Normal difficulty. I'll save them! And I did not read fast enough to see what that tip was. So let's head to the south this time. We have 5 kids to rescue. And let's see. We don't have any copper to give to this shrine, so we're at a little bit of risk, but we do have a lot of energy. Quite a lot of energy saved up. Now, I want to actually check the menu. I don't remember if the honey required 2 beehives or 3. So it requires 3, and we only have 2 here. And so I think I'm not going to take that. I do want to see what this pig and this bunny do. Townsfolk have preferences. Respect them when giving gifts. Alright. If only you could find some fire. Bacon. So, a juicy morsel that fears the genuine delights of celery, salt, and fire. So, it looks like the pig plus the fire equals bacon. And let's see if we can get this rabbit cornered. It looks like it does not want to get near us. And we're going to have a hard time... Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, it's run off into the woods. So figuring out how to deal with those guys could be a little bit of a challenge. Let's see. We need 2 trees here. So let's see if we can do this, figure out how to do this without carrying anything. Because throwing things uses a lot less energy. So there we go. So that's the kind of thing we're going to need to pay attention to. And, let's see, put like with like. And so, one thing that, you know, I learned last time is we should bump everything to find out what it is. Dead tree. What if a tree gets stuck in a corner? Walk it down slightly, get behind it, and push. Alright. What do these forest spirits do? So we collect them. Light spirit. Light spirits are creative forces. When merged together, they give you ways to manipulate almost anything. Alright, so let's see if we can combine these guys. And those ninja bears look like they could be trouble. Let's see, it looks like we want to get these ogre things together. So how are we going to do that? I think first we need to get rid of this tree. And it looks like we can't move it at all. That's interesting. Alright, that gave us a berry. And I do want to see if we can get these light spirits lined up. That could be a little bit difficult. And it looks like we have one parent here, but 2 children. Which is going to be a little bit more difficult. So that gave us some rice. Ah, but that bear teleported someplace. Is that a goat? I bet he loves flowers. So, let's see. The goat eats flowers and then poop. Why? Because they're a goat. Stop trying to change the world. Rice is a form of payment for the poor, also an offering to the gods. Oh, and food. Alright. So, this child we can return fairly easily. So this one we can throw there. That'll line those 2 up. I want to carry this guy. Oh, the ninja bear has given us some trouble. And these guys apparently bump each other, so we need one more ogre thing. So how are we going to get to that one? And I feel like... Ah, the ninja bear asks you if you love yourself. The restless ones are hunted by polite society. That's odd. Can we... We can't even throw that guy. Okay. There we go. So, how are we going to get that guy out of there? First I want to move this kid. And then I want to get this tree out of here. And then I want to move that guy 1 space there. Ah, so that actually throws him quite a ways. How shall we do this? I think move him up 1 there, put him over there. There we go. That's got them pretty close together. Then we need this kid kind of just out of the way. Put him over there. That's got those 3 together, so that opens that. And then this guy, we just want to throw straight there. Ah! So that didn't work anywhere near how I expected it to. I wonder if we need to make these guys collide. In which case, that could be quite a bit more difficult. But perhaps an easier thing would be... Oh, that ninja bear is going to annoy us. There we go. Alright. Stun potion. So light spirits times 4 stops moving objects dead. So that could be quite useful. And let's see, we need 3 of these guys to make an axe, which is not even something that I think we want. Let's see. We just want to get rid of that goat. We do want to pick up this stun potion. Your fingers grow numb and unable to move as soon as you touch the flask. So that's actually something that we throw at things. So let's throw the kid. Aha! The kid bounces off the goat. But there we can throw it. And where did it... Oh, there it is. Okay. What are these things? Aha, that'll attack us. What does that do? Pig, juicy morsel that fears genuine delights of celery, salt, and fire. 2 boars make a pig. That's good to know. Let's see. We've got another kid, still no parents. We need 4 rocks. And we need to figure out the parity for these guys, because it looks like we're on the same color as all of them. And they only move when we move. So that's going to be its own kind of challenge. Let's see, we want to move this kid over here. Aha! Parent. Successful humans evolve into parents. We can make them by combining 3 of those masked guys. But that's quite challenging. I'm not even sure how we managed to pick that up. And then you, we just throw like that. There we go. And then we can collect this rice. So that's very good for us. Oops, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. And there we go. So now we just need to bump these. And that opens that up. But then, yeah, we have no way of really getting close to those guys unless... maybe... we can block this one in. No, that doesn't work. We can use the stun potion. Oh, but we stunned the goat by mistake. Never mind. A gathering spot hidden from those that kill. Each carving represents a culture lost to this world. Totem. Once a grand people loved and laughed within these lands, then came the horrors. That's frightening. Okay, let's see. We want to throw you there. Let's see, we're on the same as you. There we go. So that's trapped that guy. The stubborn imp doesn't feel like moving. Night imp. You rarely see 2 imps together. And of course we can combine 3 of them to make a parent, which we would very much like to do. And apparently we can't pick them up. So, how do we... oh, we must have to use, like, something to knock them together, like a rock. And we can't lift those things either. Interesting. Perhaps an eccentric hermit with a distaste for underwear. Let's see. I believe these only go 2 spaces when we throw them. There we go. But that's got them off. Really not sure. We may have to use the parent at the end of the road. So let's just throw this to open that up. And then we want to... come on. Please stop. Well, now it seems like we're trapped. That's really frustrating. That's incredibly frustrating. Well, I don't know. I guess we have to teleport to the mayor. Looks like we can go back out. Okay. So that's good. So now we can just head back to where we were, and it seems like we'll be fine. So let's send the kid up there, see if we can find the others, and return some of them to their parents. There we go. And then we just want to get this... Oh, come on. There we go. And then we just want to throw you like that and like that. There we go. And so now we have one more, and let's see, we need to combine 3 moles to open that door. Not sure how to do that. Maya observes you calmly. Isn't it odd you spend so much effort on people you barely know? Perhaps you could use this more than I. I sometimes forget what it means to still fight against it all. So you've been given another berry. So let's see if we can make a stunning potion. Whoops. What if you mix flame and light? Ninja Bear asks you if you love yourself. So we can make a fire there. Alright, that doesn't seem to work. That doesn't work either. Come on, stop it! Aha! Angry Spirit. If only you could capture the dark energy with a stone or bowl. 2 flame plus 1 light. Well, that may have been a mistake. Oh, that's definitely a mistake. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So what we want to do... Ghosts dislike you. They are your failings, your hubris. Okay. So we want to throw that down there. I want to see if we can get... Let's see, we're going to have to... Just get rid of that. Reduced energy loss. So that hurts us. We want to move you up there. These ninja bears are incredibly annoying. So we want to throw that. Whoops, Molten Spirit. We collected it by mistake. Ah, no! No, that is not what I wanted to do. Alright, so... We now don't have a way to get a stunning potion. So we're going to have to see if we can somehow trap these 3 guys and turn them into parents. But we can't pick them up, and when they go into a line, they don't actually turn into parents. So I think instead what we want to do is we want to get this kid out to the failsafe parent. All right. There we go. All the lost children returned home safely. Well, that was quite challenging, and the randomly moving ninja bears and the parody mess with those masked guys were very frustrating. So that's something we're going to have to learn how to deal with. Learn how to deal with both the parody guys themselves and also with the frustration of the parody guys. So let's talk to the mayor. You got them back safely. So we get some coin. We get 10 coin. Another year has passed. 12 years till retirement. 5 of 5 children rescued. 65 energy remaining. 32 energy next year. 19 secrets discovered this year. So now we can talk to some villagers. And let's see, I think first one we want to talk to... Oh dear, she's quite upset. I know it takes all types, but it just seems like that some are less than others. Don't be polluted by Maya. You'll get dragged down into the muck. Well... You and Naomi are back to being acquaintances. So, Naomi apparently doesn't like it when we talk to Maya. That's really disappointing. I don't think I'm going to stop talking to Maya. First, the good news. You aren't ill. However, all that travel is starting to wear. In 12 years, you'll stop like a broken clock. I thought we were going to retire in 12 years. So that's really disappointing that Maya is kind of, or Naomi is making it an us or them kind of thing. Hi there! I saw a bunny in the forest. I do love bunnies. Let's see, you were collecting copper, weren't you? In January, if you can't buy wood, they'll find you cold and blue. I think I'll use this to buy some wood. Alright. You and Fleur are now acquaintances. She laughs. I don't want to be in your debt, so I'll tell you something cool. And we've learned, 4 secrets. So let's see. An apple a day keeps failure at bay, or at least starvation. So a certain kind of tree that I don't recognize, plus an, like some kind of fire pit. Giant bear. A large bear that long ago rules these woods. Now people treat him as a savage. 4 little bears. So let's avoid doing that. Oh, not you. No, please. There we go. I want to talk to you. 1 berry a day keeps a fella spry. He winks at you. Alright, have a berry. You both spend the afternoon talking about berries, and how you'll live forever together if you can ensure a steady supply. Alright, so we've become acquaintances with Dave. You notice this fellow seems to like you. You'll begin the next mission with +5 energy. Cool. What do you say? Hello again! Alright. Nothing about my saving your niece? Because I'm pretty sure I did that. Now, where is Peters? I haven't seen him around. Oh, there he is. Hello. Peter seems to glow whenever you're nearby. You used to wonder if he was just really friendly, but his eyes tend to linger on you when he thinks you aren't looking. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Well, I think that's where we're going to leave it off today. And in the next episode, we will continue to learn about this world, learn how to deal with some of the more difficult things that we're finding in the puzzles, and try to get to know people better. Try and, I don't know if our relationship with Naomi is worth trying to salvage. I was really warming up to her, and then she kind of, said some things that I wasn't really happy about, and, I feel like I'm getting along better and better with Peters and with Fleur. So we'll have to see. And with was it, I think, David? I feel like I'm just getting to know him. I feel like I'm building relationships with a lot of the town at this point, and so we may need to start deciding where to focus our energies. I kind of still want to be everything to everybody, which may be, more than I can afford. But so far, we're not really needing the energy ups. So we're able to use, like, the berries and the rice for getting to know people, rather than for mere survival. So we'll have to see how much longer that keeps up. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.